Hello, and welcome back. Today we have Platinum Review, number 18, The Last of Us, Part 2. Originally released in June 2020 for the PlayStation 4, The Last of Us Part 2 was remastered in 2024 for the PlayStation 5, but I played the original. Set 4 years after the events of Part 1, the game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world with infected zombie-like creatures. This time, the game focuses on two playable characters, Ellie and Abby, each with a unique story that primarily takes place over a 3-day period. The narratives run parallel to each other and collide at key moments throughout. The game begins shortly after the events of the first game, with a brief recap as Joel explains his actions to his brother Tommy.
You're supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country with someone. She needed her immunity to mean something. Maybe I was starting to buy into that old cure business. Maybe I just wanted to do right by her. And then we made it. We found the Firefly. Because of her, they were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
Jesus Christ, Joel. What do you do?
I saved her.
What does Ellie know?
I told her they just ran some tests. I told her her immunity meant nothing.
And she believed you?
I didn't say otherwise.
The player then takes control of Joel as they ride back to town in Jackson, Wyoming.
About what we were talking about earlier. I can't say I'd have done different. I'll take it to the grave if I have to.
Once back in town, Joel visits with Ellie, but their relationship appears awkward and strained. Making good on his promise from the first game, Joel sings for Ellie, and the player utilizes the touchpad to strum different notes on the guitar.
If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts, I've no need for any more. 'Cause I believe, and I believe, 'cause I can see our future days of you and me. She's yours.
No. No. I don't know the first thing
I
about
promised
this.
that I'd teach you how to play.
You did.
So what do you say, tomorrow night? First lesson?
Deal.
Okay.
Now, 4 years later, Ellie awakes to her friend Jessie at the front door, as they have to report for assignment, and she has overslept.
Hey,
Morning.
sorry, I totally overslept. Just give me a minute and I'll get dressed.
I heard you had quite a night after I left.
She kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina. She didn't mean anything by it.
I was talking about your fight with Seth. Wait, you kissed Dina?
Oh. I thought this...
We're broken up 1 week and you make a move on my girl?
No. She was probably just trying to make you jealous. I would never... Fuck, this is awkward.
I'm messing with you, man. I don't care. Get dressed.
You're the worst.
It's kind of fucked up you did that.
The player now controls Ellie, as she explains the previous night's events.
Let me see if I got this right. You kissed Dina,
She kissed me.
which triggered Seth to call you a not-so-nice word.
Yep.
Then Joel decked him,
More of a push.
and then you got mad at Joel. That part confused me.
It was a strange night, man. Hey, so... We're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
I know. It's just... I don't want you to think...
Ellie, we're cool. Promise.
As they walk through town, Tommy's old dog Buckley makes an appearance, and can be pet, but doing so doesn't earn a trophy this time. Inside the local bar, Ellie meets with Maria, who forces the bar owner Seth to apologize for his rude comment the night before.
Seth's got something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
Do it for me, please.
Fine.
Seth. Seth, come here.
Hey. Look, last night I was drinking too much.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry.
As Ellie goes to leave, Maria tries to have a heart-to-heart talk, but Ellie blows her off.
What's up,
Look, I don't know what's going on with you and Joel.
Maria?
Guy really cares about you. And I'm sure he didn't mean to.
We're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry to pry.
Ellie then meets up with Dina, who she is scheduled to patrol with. Things are still left uncomfortable from the previous night, but they take out their frustrations on some kids in a snowball fight.
You asked for it. You better run, you little shits. Holy shit! Get to cover. Go, go! Gotcha. No fair. Eat it, shrimps. Hey.
After winning the battle, Ellie and Dina collect their horses from the stable and start their patrol. The game then cuts to a new character, Abby, as she awakes from a nightmare. Unable to sleep, she speaks with her friend Owen. He has something important to show her, so they leave the mansion and head outside.
What is that?
You'll be fine.
It's too high.
Come on.
Shit.
Hey, eyes on me. Abby, stop looking down.
After a slightly treacherous walk through the woods, Owen shows Abby what he has found, the settlement in Jackson.
We made it.
Holy shit. It's a fucking city.
Yeah. When everyone else sees this, they're gonna want to turn back.
We can convince him, right? I fucking knew I couldn't count on you.
Abby, I want what you want, but not at any cost.
Owen is discouraged by the sheer magnitude of the town and task ahead, but Abby is not willing to give up. Determined to see things through, she now travels on her own. As the player takes control of Abby for the first time, it isn't long before she is attacked by infected, and the basics of hand-to-hand combat are learned. In addition to striking with fists, the player can pick up various melee weapons that do extra damage, or just use their guns. However, ammo is a limited and highly valuable resource that must be used strategically. For the Platinum Trophy, there is no difficulty setting, so you can tailor the experience to your preference, as the higher the difficulty, the more scarce resources are. Abby continues to fight her way through hordes of infected as she desperately tries to find her way back to the mansion.
Shit.
Now completely lost, she braves the increasingly harsh and stormy weather, but the infected are relentless. Now back with Ellie and Dina, they ride to various different outposts to check in and report on any potential infected sightings.
Been together for so long. Look, Jesse's great. I love his parents. They will always be family, but we were just on autopilot.
They talk along the way as Dina tries to figure out where she stands with Ellie. She attempts to flirt, but the topic seems to make Ellie uncomfortable, despite her clearly liking Dina back.
Question. Were you wearing those same clothes yesterday?
They're clean.
No judgment.
It's patrol, you know? We're here to kill infected, not to look fancy.
Still look nice.
Thank you.
In between outposts, the player can freely explore some abandoned buildings for a variety of items. Found hidden throughout the game are weapon parts for upgrades, supplements for improved health and physical traits, resources, and collectibles. Weapons are once again upgraded at workbenches for improved perks, and for a trophy, you must fully upgrade all weapons and find all workbenches. For another trophy, you must also learn all player upgrades by spending supplements for survival support. Resources entail a wide variety of items, and are generally either ammo or materials used in crafting, for useful items such as health kits or explosives. The various different collectibles this time include artifacts, which are usually notes left behind that add background information and extra story details, trading cards, which Ellie collects for herself, and journal entries, which are triggered by specific objects or encounters that Ellie will document in her personal journal. For the Platinum Trophy, you must find all collectibles throughout the game, and your progress can be tracked at any time using Chapter Select. Another item that you will encounter during exploration is a locked safe. The combination is usually hidden nearby or contained within an artifact. Inside are large amounts of supplies or resources, and all safes must be looted for a trophy. As Ellie and Dina travel towards the final lookout post, they encounter a heavy infected presence. These include highly dangerous clickers. This time though, Ellie is prepared with a knife to take them out quietly and quickly, so shivs are no longer required. To lure them into a vulnerable position, breakable objects can be thrown and paired with listening mode to map out enemy positions and predict their movement. Different types of infected have strengths to avoid and weaknesses to exploit, so test out and find the best approach to each unique encounter. With the infected taken out, Ellie and Dina near the final lookout, but the weather has taken a turn for the worse as a fierce storm begins to rage. Unable to go any farther, they take shelter in a nearby building. It turns out, this abandoned library was actually the home of a fallen comrade, Eugene. As they search the building for infected, they discover that Eugene was secretly growing weed in the basement. While they wait out the storm, Ellie and Dina smoke and acknowledge their feelings for each other. Ellie probably should have taken the time to wake up and shower, or at least change her clothes before taking patrol, because her and Dina hook up, but Dina doesn't seem to mind. Now back with Abby, she ventures through the increasingly dangerous storm. The blizzard doesn't slow down the infected, as the cold never bothered them anyway, and they close in on her. Nearly overwhelmed, Abby is saved from infection by Joel and Tommy. Together, they all run for safety and fight off the never-ending assault.
I got it! Come on! Hey! Through the window! Let's go! Hurry! I got you. Stay close to us! Hey, I'm Tommy. That's Joel. What's your name?
Abby.
Abby, are you okay? That ain't gonna hold. We gotta go back. We can't outrun them all the way to Jackson. We need to barricade that door. Tommy, we cannot stay here. The horses ain't making it all that way.
My friends are at a mansion just north of here. It's fenced in. We have the whole perimeter secure.
Recognizing where they are, Abby guides them towards her friend's location. Meanwhile, without a care in the world, Ellie and Dina bask in post-sex bliss, but are confronted by Jesse, who reports that Joel and Tommy never returned.
What? Just turn around! What are you doing?
Are you kidding me? You're supposed to be on patrol.
There's a blizzard outside.
Is that weed?
Why are you here?
People are counting on you. You get that? What we do matters.
Well, then why aren't you at the fucking lookout?
Because Tommy and Joel didn't show up.
What do you mean?
We waited for them for an hour. I was looking for their horses when I saw lights.
Sensing something is terribly wrong, Ellie, Dina, and Jesse separate to look for Joel and Tommy. The last time Ellie let her guard down, Riley died, and she was bitten. Let's hope blowing off patrol to smoke and have sex doesn't end the same way. Back at the mansion, Abby, Joel, and Tommy arrive safely.
You were nothing but lucky.
You have no idea.
They head inside, where Joel and Tommy introduce themselves, but Abby and her friends already know who they are.
Y'all act like you heard of us or something.
Because they have.
Laura, all clear?
He's out. Put him against the wall.
Tommy! Get off me! Get off me!
Led by an enraged Abby, Joel is slowly and painfully tortured.
Tourniquet his leg. Do it. You stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
Alone and panicked, Ellie frantically searches for Joel. She discovers the mansion and heads inside. Horrid screams of agony can be heard in the distance, but as Ellie reaches the source of the terrible sounds, she finds out that she is too late.
Fuck. Pin her down! Get off me! Get her hand! Get the fuck off me!
Bitch! You got her! Look, you got her! Okay?
You're gonna fucking die!
In a truly brutal, shocking, and awful manner, Joel is killed right in front of Ellie.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up. No!
When I first played the game, this intense and horrible scene left me completely stunned, as I didn't see this coming, and was genuinely distraught and angry. A little while later, Tommy attempts to comfort Ellie, who were both miraculously allowed to live. But Tommy has an ulterior motive.
To have the guys that we would need to do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but that's what's happening.
What if we get hit by hunters again?
Is this you talking or is this her?
It's a valid point.
If it were you or me, Joel would be halfway to Seattle already.
Tommy tries to reason with Ellie, but filled with anger and guilt, there is no changing her mind.
I'm leaving tomorrow. And if you want to come with me, great.
You have no idea what you're walking into. You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care.
As Ellie mourns by Joel's grave, reality sets in for both Ellie and the player, as Joel really is gone. At least Dina and Ellie were not just a hookup, and do genuinely care for each other, as Dina is determined to stay by Ellie's side, no matter what happens. Before leaving town, Ellie and Dina stop at Joel's house to grab some things. While inside, they are confronted by Maria, who informs them that Tommy has already left in pursuit of Abby.
Maria, I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't. I have to bring these people to justice. Ellie's gonna try to come after me, but stop her. Take her guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up. Buy me some time so I can end this. Love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
He should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
I wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I
happen.
prefer that you stay, but I know you better. You going with her?
Yeah.
Reluctantly, Maria provides them with a horse, and although she doesn't agree, supports their decision.
Just, do me a favor and bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please.
The player now takes control of Ellie again, as her and Dina ride together towards Seattle. As they travel, Ellie and Dina will engage in extensive conversation, as the dialogue expands upon the narrative and builds their relationship.
I didn't even think. I just ran in there, grabbed his gun, and shot the guy in the face.
How old were you?
14. How old were you when you first killed someone?
We talking infected?
No. Fully conscious, non-fungal person.
10?
Wow. What happened?
Guy was coming at my mom. I stabbed him.
Shit. He got me beat.
Unsure of who Abby is, or why she killed Joel, the only lead they have to go on is a group called WLF, or the Wolves. To proceed, the player must puzzle solve and parkour to uncover the path forward, while exploring a large open area encompassing downtown Seattle. To help navigate, Ellie discovers a tourist map and will mark locations of interest to explore. This section is a break from the usual more linear progression, as the player is free to go wherever they want within the downtown area. You can either head to the main story objective right away, or divert your attention elsewhere. For a trophy, you do have to explore and clear every available section of the map. This will definitely be worth your time, as although there are countless infected, there are also valuable things to find along the way that would otherwise be missed. These include background details on the Wolf Group, a new weapon, and a wonderful reference to Nathan Drake. If you explore the music shop, Ellie will find a working guitar and play a few songs for Dina, including an acoustic rendition of Take On Me.
To your left! Joel all about coffee?
Kidding me? He'd trade half his stuff for a bag of beans.
I never got it. Tastes like burnt shit.
Thank you.
Another essential item that Ellie will discover while exploring is a training manual. These provide permanent upgrades to skills like crafting or stealth, and all training manuals must be found for a trophy. After fully exploring the downtown area, Ellie and Dina enter the nearby hotel. Inside, they find one of Abby's friends, but Tommy has gotten to him first. Utilizing Joel's interrogation technique from the first game, Tommy learns the Eastern Gate Code.
Joel told me about this. You ask this guy a question, but you don't make him say it, you make him write it down. And then you ask this guy, and if the facts match, you're telling the truth. If not,
You fuck him up.
With the carnage fresh, Ellie and Dina pursue Tommy in the hope of catching up. Unfortunately, it isn't long after going through the gate that Ellie and Dina are ambushed. Ellie is taken hostage while Dina escapes.
How'd you find us?
I asked about a dude with a bitch scar across his face.
It's funny. How many came with you? Just you two?
You can't stop this.
Jordan! You're supposed to be out looking for the other one. What the fuck is this?
Still bitter at Ellie for slicing his face, Jordan argues with his ally Mike. This allows an opening for Dina to attempt a rescue, but it doesn't go to plan. However, the distraction allows Ellie time to cut herself free and save Dina. Before leaving, Ellie finds a lead mentioning a TV station and Abby's ally Leah, but enemy reinforcements quickly arrive. Together, they blast their way through them and utilize a new gunfight technique. To stay hidden within tall grass, the player can go prone on their stomach to aim from a low angle and avoid detection.
Bring them down!
With everyone taken out, Ellie and Dina plan their next move to reach the TV station. Of course, the path forward is heavily patrolled, with even more wolves to defeat. As if that weren't enough, infected and dangerous explosive traps also stand between them and the TV station.
Well, at least he made something other than fucking burritos.
There!
Oh shit! What the fuck was that?
I ran into a trap. Who do you think it is?
Someone who wants us to feel her love. You think she's related to the wolves?
I don't know.
It's kind of fucking weird.
Finally reaching the TV station, Ellie and Dina find death and devastation inside. But this wasn't Tommy. Deep within the station, they find Leah, but she is already dead, and not by Tommy's hand. Luckily, Leah kept photos of her friends nearby, so now Ellie knows exactly who everyone is. As Ellie and Dina go to leave the station, more wolves arrive, and mention another group called Scars that is seemingly responsible for the carnage. They engage in an intense gunfight, but there are too many enemies, so Ellie and Dina make a run for it.
Flank them!
On it! Oh fuck! Dina! We gotta run!
Trespassers over there!
Are they with the Scars?
Don't just shoot them!
Don't stop! We gotta lose them!
Dead ahead!
Oh shit!
Unfortunately, their escape route leads right into a heavily infected area filled with spores. However, this does present a nice opportunity to lure the infected into attacking the wolves. Soon, the infected turn their attention to Ellie and Dina, including a new type of infected called the Shambler. This heavily mutated creature will explode upon defeat, creating a large area of damage, so be sure to keep your distance. After a little while, Ellie is overwhelmed, and her mask is damaged, forcing her to reveal her secret to Dina.
Ellie, your mask!
Here, we can share mine.
No! Don't take it off!
Ellie, stop! Ellie, stop! What? No! Ellie, no!
Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, do you see? Fuck. Dina. Shit. Can you run?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's fucking go! Go! Shit! Run, Dina! Ellie! Right here! Don't slow down!
There is no time to talk though, as countless infected are right behind them. They retreat and take shelter in a nearby theater, which will serve as their base of operation while in Seattle. Once safely inside, Ellie admits the truth to Dina, but it turns out, Dina has been hiding something herself.
I'm immune.
Okay. You're immune? Come on.
I was bitten a long time ago.
The fuck are you talking about?
I was bitten and nothing happened. I can't get you infected if that's what you're worried about. I can't make you immune either. Can you say something?
Really? I think I'm pregnant.
What? How long have you known?
I was late a few weeks ago.
A few weeks? We could have still turned back.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure, okay? I didn't want to be a burden.
Well, you're a burden now, aren't you?
Frustrated, Ellie leaves Dina to rest and makes sure the theater is secure. As Ellie sits alone and sad, the game flashes back to 3 years earlier. Walking through the woods, Ellie follows Joel for a birthday surprise. Along the way, we learn that not only has Joel taught Ellie to play the guitar, but she can now also swim.
Mind your step.
I got it.
Oops.
Ah! What is wrong with you?
You should see your face right now.
What if I drowned?
Now you're not gonna drown.
Looks like. How's that feel?
Refreshing.
Yeah, it's not nice getting pushed in, is it?
Well, actually, we need to swim through this part anyway.
Holy shit, Joel.
We're here.
Oh my god, it is a dinosaur!
And it is.
Joel!
Surprise.
Holy shit. Oh, it's a motherfucking dinosaur.
It turns out, the surprise is an abandoned museum filled with dinosaur exhibits. Certain objects and each dinosaur display can be interacted with to learn some facts on each species. For a trophy, be sure to grab the nearby hat and place it on the head of each and every dinosaur skeleton. Following the dinosaur exhibit is a space exhibit, complete with astronaut helmets and a lunar lander. They head inside, where Joel gives Ellie her birthday present.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds.
There's more museum stuff over there.
Yeah, I never checked out that building.
Well, let's go.
And just how do you plan it? Ellie!
After seeing everything in the space exhibit, Ellie ventures outside to another building, filled with animals and even more exhibits, but a Firefly logo painted on the wall kills the mood. Now the next day, Ellie speaks with Dina, who has repaired the radio antenna and is tracking wolf transmissions for intel. One particular transmission mentions a lone male trespasser, assumed to be Tommy, so Ellie heads to the location. In search of Tommy, Ellie explores the decaying ruins of the old world, and nearby gunfire indicates he may be close by. Waves of enemy forces stand in her way, including dogs that can sniff out Ellie's location. Wolves are around every corner, as Ellie pushes through enemy lines. To aid in battle, she finds a bow, which allows for silent ranged attacks. After several intense encounters, Ellie gets some much-needed help as Jesse shows up.
I think I'd let you do this on your own. See that truck?
That's your plan.
We need to get some distance.
Okay.
Get in!
Okay. We'll get some gas.
I am.
More. Jesse!
Jesus!
Together, they steal a wolf truck, while even more enemies pursue them. Unfortunately, they don't make it far before infected swarm the scene, but the distraction allows them to narrowly escape and retreat back to the theater.
Oh my god!
Dina tends to Jesse's wounds while Ellie escapes into a memory. Now 2 years earlier, Ellie and Tommy hunt infected on the outskirts of town. Tommy teaches Ellie how to use a high-powered rifle with a scope to strike from an extreme distance. After clearing them all out, Tommy and Ellie return to Joel.
I'm not supposed to say anything, but Joel's worried about you.
There's nothing to worry about.
Well, I'm sure there isn't. But if you don't talk to him, he's gonna think something's wrong.
I'd talk to him.
Well, you have to do more than hi and bye.
I see you haven't gotten around to changing the string yet.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Yeah, we'll get you some new ones. Yeah.
Well, there's that music store down there. I bet they got guitar stuff. I mean, that area's long overdue for a sweep anyway.
In search of new guitar strings, Joel and Ellie travel together and catch up, but things are a bit awkward.
Jesse tells me you're handling your own quite well on the group patrol. He's even recommending you for paired patrols. Well, I think you're still a bit young for it.
I'm a better shot than almost all of them. And I have more experience than most of the new recruits
Look,
who've...
if you think you're ready, I trust you.
Okay. Thanks.
Only a year since the dinosaur museum, their relationship is beginning to strain, but Joel tries to bridge the gap.
Hey, you remember those, Savage Starlight comic books that you're into?
Yeah?
Tommy and I found some when we were moving through that school the other day.
Did you like them?
Well, you know what? Not really my cup of tea, but... Dr. Daniela Starr, I mean, she's pretty...
She's a savage.
Well, what she does to Captain Ryan in that death match...
To reach the music store, they must fight through a nearby hotel, filled with hordes of infected. Deep within the hotel, they encounter a highly dangerous bloater, but Joel is up to the task. After clearing the hotel, Ellie takes the moment alone with Joel to rehash the past. She confronts him on the events at St. Mary's, as she can't let it go, and knows Joel is hiding something.
You said there were dozens of people like me. I've never met another immune person before. Have you?
I could be hiding it. You do.
Do you believe that?
Is now really the time for this?
We traveled across the entire country to bring me to the Fireflies. I had so many questions for them. Why did you pull me out of there while I was still unconscious?
Because I let them run their tests. And when I saw that they were useless, I got us out of there.
How do you know they were useless? Maybe if you just would have given them more time, they could have figured something out.
There was no cure. Is there something else you'd like to rehash?
He really should have told her something, as her idea of the Fireflies is not accurate, and her anger misguided. Back in the present time, where it is now too late to fix things, Ellie uses Dina's new intel to travel to a new lead, a nearby hospital, where she hopes to confront Nora. To reach the hospital, Ellie embarks on the usual exploring, puzzle solving, collecting, and fighting, but as she reaches a heavily wooded area, she encounters a new type of dangerous foe, the Seraphites. Otherwise known as Scars, this cult-like group utilizes bows, guns, heavy melee weapons, and whistles to alert nearby allies. There was nothing worse than trying to sneak by and hearing a whistle and immediately being struck by an arrow. If you are struck by an arrow, you have to pull it out to prevent damage over time. Caught in an ongoing war between the Seraphites and wolves, Ellie must battle this new group that presented a drastically different style and were a real challenge in combat.
Grief!
Holy shit! Oh, no! No!
Huh? Joshua! We're under fire! It came from over there! Get up! I'll set you free! You motherfucker!
After too many Seraphite encounters to count, Ellie reaches the hospital and learns Nora's location. Now in wolf territory, it is their turn to be fought.
Heads up!
Right over here!
The wolves prove no match for Ellie as she finally reaches Nora.
Don't scream. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
What do you want?
Abby was here earlier. Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Ellie demands Abby's location, but Nora distracts Ellie and makes a run for it.
You still hear his screams?
What?
I hear them every night. Yeah. Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
You fucking... Ah! Trespassor! Somebody, please! Right here!
No, wait.
No, back up!
Put your gun down!
You can walk away from this, okay? I can...
Shut the fuck up!
Gun down! Hands up!
Get back!
You have nowhere to go.
Cornered, Nora has nowhere left to run, and Ellie is not leaving without Abby's location.
I'm fucking dead anyway. Why would I tell you anything?
Because I can make it quick. Or I can make it so much worse.
I'm not giving up, my friend.
Nora refuses to give up Abby, but in the end, Ellie breaks her. Having never tortured anyone before, Ellie is distraught, but Diener comforts her as Ellie did what she had to.
She's hiding out in this aquarium. Okay. I made her talk. It's okay.
Now 2 years earlier, after Ellie and Joel's confrontation at the hotel, Ellie returns to St. Mary's Hospital, still unable to let things go. Within the operating room, she finds what she was looking for.
Most people have left already. I don't know which group I'm gonna join. Even if we found her, or by some miracle found someone else that's immune, it made no difference. Because the only person who could develop a vaccine is dead.
Come here. What the hell are you thinking? Running off in the middle of the night like that. You talk to me. You don't just leave me a goddamn note.
Tell me what happened here. If you lie to me one more time, I'm gone. You will never see me again. But if you tell me the truth, I'll go back to Jackson. No matter what it is.
Making a vaccine. Would have killed you. So I stopped them.
Joel finally admits the truth, but after, Ellie decides to cut him out of her life. Again, Joel really should have been more clear about the Firefly's true nature, as Ellie still views them as a holier-than-thou group of saviors that Joel just gutted for himself. When really, they were far less than perfect. But for some reason, Joel allows her to continue to be angry at him.
Don't you fucking touch me! I'll go back. But we're done.
Back in the present, Ellie and Jesse discuss their next moves, and Dina's pregnancy. On Dina's orders, the two of them decide to head for the aquarium, where Abby is supposedly at.
Let's get Tommy. This aquarium that girl told you about. Tommy hasn't found Abby yet. We'll post up there until he does. Let's do it. Your map showed the aquarium along the shore. Should be down this way.
The aquarium is a long way off, so Ellie and Jesse decide to commandeer a boat to get there faster. While sneaking past wolf territory, Ellie and Jesse overhear a sniper is attacking wolf forces.
Sniper spotted at 12. I repeat, sniper sighted at the marina, likely a trespasser. Any nearby units report. Over.
We can get to the marina through here.
No, we're taking a boat.
You heard them, right? They're talking about Tommy.
We don't know that.
Who else is it gonna be?
If it is him, he'll be gone by the time we get there. Abby is where he'll be headed, so if we just
What if he's in trouble?
He can take care of himself.
Jesus Christ.
Disagreeing on their next move, Ellie and Jesse separate, as Ellie is obsessed with Abby, potentially at the expense of Tommy.
I really hope you make it.
The boat is heavily guarded, but Ellie takes the wolves out one by one. As she travels towards the aquarium, she now has to battle Seraphites and takes them down as well. Finally getting closer, Ellie encounters the last of the trifecta of enemies, as an infected bloater ambushes her.
Wondered whether you fucked her in Seattle.
Despite taking out all enemies, Ellie's troubles are far from over, as an intense storm rages and wreaks havoc on the boat. Fierce waves crash into her, but Ellie persists forward and enters the aquarium. Inside, she doesn't find Abby, but does find two of her allies, Mel and Owen, as well as a dog.
Where's Abby?
You're that girl from Jackson.
Tell me where she went. How do we know you won't kill us?
Give her what she wants and we're dead.
You guys can survive this. I just need her.
Bullshit.
You. Come here. Fucking get over here! Point to where she is on this map. And then you. It better fucking match up.
What are you doing?
She's probably dead anyway.
It is not worth it.
Stop!
We can talk
Back
about
the fuck up!
Point to where she is.
Fucking point!
Tell me where Abby is. Where the fuck is she?
Unable to deal with what she has done, Ellie begins to shut down, but as she does, Tommy and Jesse arrive to take her back to the theater. However, she has made a huge mistake. A little while later, Jesse and Tommy plan the trip home, but Ellie isn't happy that Abby gets to live.
They got what they deserved.
But she gets to live.
Yeah. Is that okay?
It has to be.
As Ellie speaks with Jesse, his words couldn't be more true, as they hear a commotion in the other room.
Thanks for coming back for me.
My friend's problems are my problems.
You're such a sap. Shit! Jesse! Stand up! Hands in the air, I shoot this one too!
Don't you do it, Ellie. Get out of here.
Stand up! Now!
Don't you fucking dare!
Shut the fuck up! Fuck. All right. Stop! Stop! Toss your weapon. Toss your weapon! Fuck.
No.
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There is no cure because of me. I am the one that you want. Just let him go. You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it.
Ending on an intense cliffhanger, the player now controls a young Abby, 4 years earlier. Through the woods, Abby looks for her dad, who has a tendency to wander off.
Here we go. There. Dad!
Abs?
You got a little mud on you there, sweetheart.
So do you.
Where?
Right there. You know, every time you run off like this, they give me shit about it.
Come on.
Hey, look what I found.
Once they are reunited, Abby shows her dad a state quarter. While playing as Abby, these will serve as a new collectible, with the trophy earned for finding them all. As they track a wild animal, it is revealed that Abby and Owen are dating.
Just noticed you two have been hanging out a lot. More so than usual.
Oh, God. How long have you known?
I'm your dad. I see things. Like the way you both try really, really hard not to look at each other when you're around me.
I can't handle this.
And he makes you laugh.
At the end of the tracks, they discover a wounded zebra, and with Owen's help, they set it free. Owen's arrival brings new hope, as the identity of Abby's father is revealed, explaining why Abby wanted revenge on Joel.
We did good back there.
Doc, that girl showed up.
What girl?
The one Marlene keeps talking about. They found her in the tunnels. She has an old bite mark on her arm. No signs of infection.
That can't be.
They're already running tests on her, but you gotta get down there.
It's intertwined with the brain. There's no other option.
There has to be some other way.
There's no way to remove the specimen without destroying the host.
The host? She's a child, not some petri dish.
You think I don't... I'm aware of the situation.
And you're okay with killing her?
No, I'm okay with developing a vaccine that'll help save millions of lives. How many fireflies have died for less?
That was their choice.
A little while later, we see that Marlene was initially hesitant to sacrifice Ellie, but eventually relents. Abby's father is not nearly as torn about it, as he prioritizes the medical achievement, but Abby reassures him he's doing the right thing.
If this was your daughter, what would you do? Look, Marlene. Do it. Thank you.
I'm gonna go tell Joel.
Why?
He traveled across the country with her. He has a right to know.
If it was me, I'd want you to do the surgery.
We then see the aftermath of Joel's actions, as a distraught Abby arrives in the operating room.
Abby.
No!
Abby, don't look.
Dad! Dad! No! No!
This painful memory is what drives her desire for revenge, and it turns out, the person who allowed Ellie and Tommy to live was actually Owen.
Oh, what are you doing? Manny. Cleaning up. No. We're here for him. That's it. It's too risky to leave them alive. Too fucking bad.
He's right. We can't have loose ends.
We killed them. We're no better than he was. They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, look at my face.
Fuck your face. You should have been guarding the upstairs like I told you to. Move! Back up.
Calm down.
Or what? Back the fuck up!
Calm down!
Garden! You shoot me?
Stop! We're done.
Now in the present time, the story picks up with Abby, and will take place over the same 3-day period as before. This alternate perspective will show Abby's side of events, proceeding on an inevitable collision course with Ellie within the theater. As we first see Abby, the parallels between her and Ellie are apparent immediately. She awakes from another nightmare as her friend Manny informs her that they are needed to report for duty. In the years since her father's death, Abby has clearly improved her strength through training. Abby and Manny then meet up with a very pregnant Mel, who for some reason still wants to participate in active duty. They occupy an old football stadium, which serves as living quarters for the wolves. Ready to head out, they pick up Alice, as their unit is now complete.
Hey, girl. Hey, you crazy dog.
There's my favorite girl.
You're the only one that'll put up with your shit.
Don't be jealous. I'm requesting that gun next time.
Yeah, the gun's why I won.
As they travel, Abby and Mel talk about Owen, as he and Mel are together, but their relationship is strained lately. Since Abby is Owen's ex, things are a bit awkward between her and Mel, but Abby reassures her.
I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks. He keeps picking up open assignments. Has he talked to you? Did he say anything? Or...
No, we're still not. I mean, I seen him in the mess hall, but we walk around each other. Jackson shook me. You know, I wouldn't read too much into it.
Oh, shit! Ambush!
Hang on!
Mel, stay low! They were waiting for us.
Yeah.
Take them out!
What do you think we're doing?
You okay?
Yeah.
Fucking scars.
How far are we from the fob?
It's a hike.
We're too exposed. Let's get inside.
They are run off the road and must seek shelter in an old building. Once safe, Abby can craft a pipe bomb, which is perfect timing since infected are nearby. Playing as Abby was a completely different experience than Ellie, as she had unique weapons with their own associated perks, different craftable items, and her own skill tree with supplement upgrades. This was a great feature, as her combat style fit that of the power and weapon-heavy wolves. In order to escape and rendezvous with their allies, they must parkour, puzzle solve, explore, and fight off infected. Unfortunately, standing between them and friendly territory are countless scars, as the entire area is a giant battleground between the two warring factions. Cornered within a gas station, the scars bear down on Abby, who has no way to escape. When all hope looks lost, reinforcements arrive and quickly dispose of the scars. Together, they ride to the fob. As Abby arrives, she is told that Isaac, the leader of the wolves, is looking for her. Before heading inside, she checks in on Mel and speaks with Nora.
Hey guys,
How you doing, Melon?
just a few more stitches and I'll be good as new.
You guys need to convince this girl to relax.
Hey, Mel. Relax.
You got it.
You can't tell Mel, all right?
Nora.
Just not yet.
It turns out that Nora has something to show Abby that is very concerning. Owen is missing, and his partner has turned up dead.
Holy shit. It's Danny.
Where's Owen?
I don't know.
Isaac is tight-lipped on the situation, but Abby has to meet with him anyway, so she intends to pry. Within the apartments, we get a look into the cruelty and hatred the wolves show to the scars. As they arrive to speak with Isaac, we see he's a cold-blooded and ruthless leader.
I don't miss this place. Fuck. Always hated the smell.
After our morning, I wouldn't mind a few minutes with these guys.
I hear that.
Sir, Abby and Manny are here.
Don't let him fall asleep.
Yes, sir.
Let's go up.
With the war a seemingly never-ending bloodbath, Isaac reveals a plan to end it once and for all.
Sir, we try attacking their island.
Not like this. Not with everyone. There's a big storm a few days out. We're gonna use it to mask our approach. You two are gonna lead the first wave.
I want Owen. When are he and Danny getting back?
Who talked, Nora? No secrets between the Salt Lake crew, huh?
Abby wants Owen on her team, but Isaac reveals a dark rumor.
We might send a search party after him.
He shot Danny.
apparently to protect some scar.
It's bullshit.
Excuse me?
That's not Owen. You got it wrong.
You're saying Danny used his last breath to lie to me?
Abby is determined to bring Owen home, but Isaac refuses. Undeterred, Abby decides to look for Owen anyway. Now 3 years earlier, we see a still dating Abby and Owen, as they hang out on a Ferris wheel. We get a glimpse into the severity of Abby's obsession for revenge, as she refuses to blow off training, even for just one night. While Owen wants to goof off and live a normal life, Abby is preoccupied with going back.
You know, I don't think I can live like this anymore, Abby.
Owen, I'm serious. I will break up with you. Owen.
I always loved you.
Don't! Owen!
Abby!
I'm down here, you asshole.
You jumped? And I missed it?
Owen convinces her to follow him, and he shows her a hidden entrance into an abandoned aquarium. Together, they explore and discover the aquarium was once occupied by a small family.
What is this place?
Well, clearly this is some sort of theater, but for fish.
What? Are you a rooster?
What? I'm a wolf. That's my wolf howl.
You're an idiot.
You see that? Told you they were spotted.
Despite the highly romantic setting and Owen's genuine kindness, Abby's mind is elsewhere. All she can focus on is finding Joel.
You want me to slow down?
No. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Talk to me.
I know all the leads have dried up, but Joel's still out there, you know?
I know. What can I do?
Let's go back. We can still make training.
Abby heads back to train, but a sad and broken down Owen stays behind.
You go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I told you already. Don't be sorry.
Now back in the present, Abby begins her search for Owen and will start at the aquarium. With Manny's help, she escapes the confines of wolf territory. On the outside, her journey is filled with infected and countless enemy scars.
Oh shit!
These freaks are in our backyard.
May I find my true strength?
After fighting off as many as she can, Abby does her best Mike Tyson impression, but is eventually overpowered and kidnapped. Now 4 months earlier, in winter, we see Abby arrive at the aquarium in search of Owen. Inside, they talk, as Abby is in an unusually good mood.
You guys doing okay? Dating life's good?
For the most part, yeah, I mean, she can be really sweet.
Must feel nice after me.
Well, under that badass exterior, you can be pretty sweet too.
You have a bad memory.
Selective memory.
A trophy can be earned if you can beat Mel's high score in a shooting competition.
I'm actually very proud right now. 30 seconds. Holy shit, you did it! You got the high score!
Are you scared of Mel finding out I was here?
No, she doesn't care.
So put me up on the board, Owen.
All right, calm down.
After Owen reluctantly adds her name to the high score list, they head upstairs and talk some more. Here, Abby reveals the reason she is so happy.
Why are you in such a good mood?
Am I?
You should blow off training tonight. Abby, when the moon comes
I
out...
found Joel's brother. He's at a settlement out in Wyoming.
How do you know that?
The Fireflies who served with him got picked up at the wall.
I thought he quit like a decade ago.
Yeah.
So, have these guys heard from him since?
It's a lead. I gotta see it through.
Okay, but you know that even if he is there, and you do find him, he might not know where Joel is, right?
We're doing this together, right?
Of course.
Despite clearly not being as enthusiastic as Abby, Owen agrees to go with her. Now in the present, Abby is dragged through the woods by the scars. Thunder booms and lightning strikes as Abby is tied to a noose. As she hangs, a deranged and delusional member of the cult approaches with a knife in her hand.
They are nested with sin. Free them, that they may know mine.
Temporarily distracted, the woman leaves Abby to tend to another prisoner, Yara. While Abby struggles, Yara is viciously maimed.
Yara! Where is the other apostate? Clip her wings.
Before more inhumane damage can be done, Yara is saved by her brother, Lev.
Yara. Demons are coming. Cut her down. She's one of them.
Lev.
With infected drawn to the area, the three of them fight through the sinister and stormy woods. Yara and Lev guide Abby through the darkness, but before long, they are confronted by the same fat ass that attacked Abby earlier.
You! Are you wearing my backpack?
Determined to get her stuff back, Abby lays waste to the sack of crap, and they look for supplies in a nearby building. However, Yara and Lev resent old world items, as they belong to the Seraphites. Or at least, they did. Back outside, they head for the coast, but infected ambush them. With Lev and Yara's help, the infected are held at bay, but Yara's injury is getting worse.
Wolf, hurry! More of them. Just give me a minute.
You're gonna hold on tight.
Okay.
Unable to bear the pain, Yara is carried by Abby to an old trailer. Abby sets her arm, but the damage is substantial.
Lean back.
I'm gonna move it, okay? You ready?
Despite this, Lev insists they will be okay, and they go their separate ways. With the aquarium still far off, Abby continues to push through the harsh weather and hordes of infected. After a long and hard-fought night, Abby finally reaches the aquarium. Inside, Owen is nowhere to be found, but Abby has one last idea. Her intuition proves right, as she finally finds Owen.
Fucking cruel. Isaac sends you after me.
He didn't. You want to tell me what happened?
We were cleaning out a small camp. It's just a couple scars, and hit this one on the head. Hard. And he goes down, and his weapon's right there. And he doesn't go for it. I've killed a lot of scars. And, this fucking guy. I couldn't do it. Of course, Danny gets in my fucking face about it. I told him I'm done. He can do it himself if he wants. And he points his fucking gun at me. So I grab it, and then... At first, I didn't even know which one of us was shot.
I can fix this. I'll talk to Isaac.
I am tired, Abby. I don't want to fight over land that I don't give a fuck about anymore. I'm going to Santa Barbara.
To chase a rumor?
I've heard it more than once.
Tired of the never-ending war, Owen uses Abby's own words against her.
It's a lead. I gotta see it through.
Owen is determined to give Santa Barbara a try, as he and Abby argue.
Sorry I grew up. You should try it.
Oh yeah, how do I do that? Should I go find the people that killed my family? Cut into them? I could torture them until they're crying now.
After years of holding back, passion and desire overcome Abby and Owen, and they sleep together. The next morning, Abby awakes from a new nightmare, as she can't get Yara and Lev out of her mind. Unable to leave them behind, she travels back to the trailer. She arrives to a bloodbath, but fortunately, this was in protection of Yara.
closer.
It's me.
As Abby checks in, things look really grim for Yara. In serious need of medical attention, Abby decides the only option is to bring her to Owen. At the aquarium, Owen and Mel are beyond confused, but Mel checks on the wound anyway.
Abby, who are these kids? They saved my life. Can you take a look at her? Stay, Alice.
This is Yara.
What did this?
A hammer.
Can you feel this? Yara.
No. I was gonna clean it and try resetting.
The bone's shattered. She has compartment syndrome. What does that mean?
It means it has to come off.
Unfortunately, the only option is amputation. Medical supplies are days away, but Yara doesn't have that much time. To get there in just a few hours, Lev can take Abby through a secret path known only to the Seraphites. This entails traveling high atop buildings, across bridges, to avoid wolves on the ground. As Abby is about to head out, Owen tries to talk to her, but as always, she pushes him away.
Can I talk to you?
Talk?
Why are you doing this? Look, she just showed up.
Okay.
I don't think she knows about last night.
I don't care about last night.
Well, I do.
Now just Abby and Lev, they travel towards a tall building, where the sky bridge begins, but the path is flooded and treacherous. As they travel, Abby and Lev will talk about Lev's past and why he was exiled, but Lev is purposefully vague in the details. To reach the bridge, numerous scars must be wiped out first, as they occupy the buildings. Abby is more than up to the task and annihilates anyone who stands in her way.
The apostate!
Shit.
It's Lily! You should have stayed away, Lily!
Did you hear what they called me?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me about it?
Do you want me to ask you about it?
No.
Okay. Fuck these scars. Seraphites, whatever.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Never heard a Seraphite cuss before.
Must be first time.
Shit.
Can I give you some advice?
Oh my god.
Just think about the good parts too.
The good parts?
Yeah, like you run faster. You're more focused. You don't feel pain as much.
As they prepare to travel higher up, Abby struggles with her fear of heights. However, the short elevator ride is just the beginning.
What the fuck is that?
That's the bridge.
Lev,
Follow me.
fuck.
We'll go slow.
People cross this regularly?
Yeah,
You're lying.
I'm not. I mean, it's not the most popular route.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Almost there.
Shit.
Hey, look! You can see the hospital now.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Focus on me.
I can't do this, Lev. I can't do this.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
You're going to. Come on, true strength.
With Lev's help, Abby is able to push through, but fierce winds and slippery terrain prove too much, as Abby and Lev crash below. Unfortunately, Lev no longer knows the way, but they are close enough to just head down to the street. As always, things can never be straightforward and easy. The crumbling and decaying building is a maze of dead ends and deadly pitfalls. To make matters worse, spores overrun multiple floors, and Lev doesn't have a mask, so Abby searches for an extra one. As luck would have it, she actually finds one, but is immediately swarmed by infected. To combat them, Abby utilizes a powerful flamethrower and burns them all to a crisp.
Thank you, Petra. What'd you get? What do dragons do, Lev? Breathe fire? Exactly. Holy shit.
With the infected clear, the hospital is nearly within reach. To infiltrate, Abby goes alone in the hope of just blending in.
Got someone in the water. Trespasser?
I'm a wolf! Don't shoot! It's me! It's Abby!
Abby? It's Abby. Shit. She alone? Open the gate.
I need to grab some medical supplies. I'm doing a thing for Isaac.
We're moving all these assets to Isaac. What does he need?
I can't talk about it. It's something away from the fob.
Well, everything's getting moved out and packed up. Take a look, see if anyone's got what you need.
Her plan works perfectly, and she learns the location of medical supplies. But after a few minutes, the jig is up.
Going back with the next shipment. Sorry.
What are you doing?
She's been AWOL since yesterday. Give me your hands.
Shit.
Fortunately, Nora is on site and lets Abby go.
You find no one at the aquarium? I talked to Manny.
I need some medical supplies.
Why? What happened to him?
Compartment syndrome. Bashed forearm.
You're not treating him, are you?
Mel. We don't have a lot of time.
Most of the medical supplies have already been shipped, but some remain in the lower levels. But that area is old and highly occupied by infected. With Nora's help, Abby sneaks to the lower floors in search of the needed supplies. Having served as ground zero for the initial outbreak in the area, The infected here are severely mutated and incredibly dangerous. As Abby makes her way deeper, she finds exactly what she needs, but also something she wishes she didn't. Bearing down on her is the largest and most mutated creature yet, likely the very first infected during the initial outbreak, and festering down here for all these years. Abby proceeds to light it up, but when damaged, the horrible beast splits into two. With enough explosive damage, the larger portion falls to the ground, but the smaller one is still on the loose. Abby hunts it down and leaves no loose ends. Lucky to be alive, Abby heads outside and reconvenes with Lev, and they head back to the aquarium. The surgery is successful, and while Lev visits Yara, Abby and Owen wonder where things went so wrong.
They're just kids.
I know.
What happened to us?
Maybe we stopped looking for the light.
Now the next day, Abby awakes from a pleasant dream. Having selflessly helped Yara and Lev, Abby no longer lives for revenge, and the nightmares end. However, Abby's good vibes are short-lived, as Mel informs her that she and Owen are going to Santa Barbara, but Abby is not welcome.
Owen invited them to come to Santa Barbara.
That is very Owen.
I figured you'd have talked him out of going by now.
Actually, I'm going with them. But not if you come.
What?
He may fall for your little act with these kids, but I don't.
There's nothing to fall for.
Isaac's top scar killer suddenly had a change of heart? Nothing to do with Owen, right?
I haven't always done the right thing.
You're a piece of shit, Abby. You always have been. I'm done with you.
To make matters worse, Lev and Yara are fighting. Lev doesn't want to leave Seattle and wants to reconcile with his mother, but she is a fanatic lunatic that will not accept him back. While they search for Lev, Yara fills Abby in on how the Seraphites view the world and Lev's situation.
Why doesn't Lev want to go to Santa Barbara?
He's worried about our mom. About what'll happen to her because of us.
Should he be worried?
He needs to focus on his own safety right now.
Sometimes parents are held responsible for their children's sins. But our mom is so devout, she'll probably be fine.
Are there options for helping her?
He can't convince her to leave. No one could. I'm more worried of what she'd do to him.
If she saw him like this, she'd strangle him with her bare hands.
How much did he tell you?
Not much. I heard some of your people calling him Lily.
He seemed fine for a while.
But then he shaved his head. Like one of the men. It was suicide.
Last week, he got assigned his role in the community. He wanted to be a soldier like me, but they decided he was to be a wife to one of the elders. It's tradition.
In an act of defiance, Lev shaved his head to protest his position within the Seraphites, and likely hopes this makes him undesirable to the elders. But they are a crazed and devout group of twisted followers. Excited for the trip to Santa Barbara, Owen offers Abby the chance to join him, but she rejects him.
You know why.
We can figure this out.
It's too late.
No, it isn't. Look, I know it's a fucking mess. I know. But we can choose to be happy. Happy. We're allowed to be happy.
You hear that?
Their talk is cut short as Lev steals a boat and drives towards the Seraphite Island. With Yara by her side, Abby attempts to steal a boat from the marina. As they close in, Yara stays behind to wait for Abby. Abby makes her way forward and is narrowly saved by Manny, as her head is nearly blown off by a sniper.
Get down! Abby, what the fuck?
Manny.
You by yourself?
Yeah.
Shit. This sniper's a fucking pro.
What are you doing out here?
The boats. We were supposed to hit the island tonight. Then this pendejo showed up.
Going now!
Stay down! Give him a second to think he's lost. They're falling apart! You gotta move! Go! Go!
Look, he's good.
No shit.
Together, her and Manny sneak towards the highly trained sniper. Slowly but surely, they get closer, but the sniper retreats. Cornered, Abby and Manny attempt to flush him out, but this doesn't go as planned.
Screw it. Let's
Abby is attacked by the sniper, who turns out to be Tommy. If not for Yara, Abby would have been killed, but with Tommy out of the way, they can head for the island. They land on the far side of the island and travel inland in search of Lev. A heavy Seraphite presence is everywhere, so they sneak by. When spotted, they engage all hostiles and blast through them.
Whoa. Is that your village?
No, that's Haven. Ours is further inland.
Holy shit.
May she protect us.
Isaac, what are you doing?
Here! For the
After taking out even more Seraphites, Abby and Yara reach Lev, but inside, their mother is already dead. Deranged, she attacked Lev and accidentally hit her head on the table. Good riddance. Yara comforts Lev, but the impending battle closes in, and they can't stay long.
She started chasing me. Tried to make her stop. I was just pushing her off of me. She hit the table.
Listen. You were defending yourself. You did nothing wrong. It's gonna be okay, I promise.
To leave the island, they must travel to Haven, where the boats are docked. Standing between them and Haven are not only Seraphites, but also the invading wolves.
Abby?
Yara! Yara, get up! Yara, please! We need to move. Come on! I can't leave her here! Stay back! Drop it! Now!
Holy shit.
It's Abby! Stay back!
Stand down.
Led by Isaac, this forces Abby to choose where her allegiance stands, and Isaac is not playing around.
You have 3 seconds to get away from that scar. 1.
You really gonna shoot me?
2.
I'm not fucking moving. No! What the fuck?
With their final stand, Yara takes out Isaac, allowing Abby and Lev a chance to escape. With the invasion in full swing, wolves are everywhere, but Abby has picked her side and obliterates everyone accordingly.
Come on, those were your fucking people. You're my people. Listen to me. We're gonna have to fight to get out of this, okay? And then I need you to show us to those boats. We don't let anybody stop us. Yeah? Okay.
Snake!
As they get closer to the dock, Haven burns in the distance. The island is now a full-blown war zone, with gunfire and explosions everywhere. To reach the boats before it is too late, Abby and Lev steal a horse, but must ride right through the heart of the battle.
She's here! She's with the scars! Kill her!
Keep low! Abby, get in the way! Just keep pointing the way! Up ahead! Here we go! Get ready!
Get away from us! Hang on, we're going through! Abby, Rhino! Oh God! The horse! Forget it. We have to keep moving.
Now on foot, Abby and Lev desperately make their way towards the docks. Nothing will stand in their way. Not even this asshole, who was impossibly persistent and just wouldn't die like the cockroach he was. As Haven crumbles and burns to the ground, Abby and Lev make it to a boat and sail away from the screams of agony and destruction. There is nothing left behind them but pain and suffering. After a while, Abby and Lev return to the aquarium, but inside, they find a massacre. Abby is beyond angry and upset at the sight of Owen's body, but an opportunity for justice arrives, courtesy of Lev and Ellie's carelessness. Guided by Ellie's mistake, Abby and Lev sneak into the theater. Inside, she confronts Tommy, and the previously seen events unfold.
Get on the ground.
You gonna kill me like a coward?
You fucking people. You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it.
Wait! Get off of her! Move me!
Come on. Stay here. Watch the exits. Don't let her leave.
Ellie runs away, as Abby pursues her behind the stage curtain. Abby overpowers Ellie, but they fall through the floor. Now, a boss fight ensues, as Abby must sneak around and catch Ellie off guard. Ellie is extremely aggressive and tricky, but the strategy plays out similar to the fight with David from the first game. At first, it was pretty strange to be playing out a boss fight against Ellie, and not as her.
Shit! Abby! Stop! She had nothing to do with it. She's pregnant. Good. Abby!
Eventually, Abby overpowers Ellie once again. Not even a raging Dina can stop her, but Lev prevents Abby from killing her. Abby allows Ellie to live and leaves with a final threat.
Don't ever let me see you again. Come on.
Months later, the game picks up with Ellie and Dina as they have settled into a semi-normal routine, living in a farmhouse away from Jackson. Together, they raise Dina's child and tend to the animals. Unfortunately, life for Ellie is not so peaceful, as she suffers from PTSD.
Ellie? Hey, Ellie. Look at me. It's okay. You're home. You're home.
A few days later, Tommy stops by for a visit with Ellie. Unwilling to let Abby get away, Tommy shows Ellie a new lead, but Dina shuts it down.
That's gotta be her.
We're done with that, so.
Having a hard time accepting his physical limitations and taking out his frustrations on Ellie, Tommy gaslights her before Dina steps in and sends him on his way.
Reckon it's easy. Forget about her. You sitting all comfy way out here?
Hey.
I'll make her pay.
Tommy.
That's what you said when we got back to Jackson.
Tommy.
What a joke.
Can you take him, please?
Yeah. Here. I got you. I got you.
Hey, what the fuck was that?
Nothing.
God damn it, Tommy. You know what we've been.
I'll save her. She made me a promise.
I don't fucking care.
I know you don't, Dina. That's your goddamn problem.
Listen,
Go ahead, I'm all fucking yours.
In the middle of the night, Ellie has trouble sleeping and plays the guitar to relax. This triggers a flashback memory to the night Dina kissed Ellie.
Hey, this is a family event.
Sorry. Sorry.
Remember next time there's kids around.
Yeah, like you're setting such a great example.
Oh, just what this town needs. Another loudmouth dyke.
The fuck did you just say?
Ellie,
Hey.
Ellie, don't.
Get the hell out of here. Get your hands off me.
Hey! Enough. Go on, you. Let's go for a walk.
What about them?
You worry about yourself.
Let's get you some fresh air.
You all right, kiddo?
What is wrong with you?
He had no right.
And you do? I don't need your fucking help, Joel.
When Seth insults Ellie, Joel stands up for her, but Ellie is an asshole to him, in front of everyone. Now the next morning, Ellie packs a bag for travel. With the memory fresh in her mind, Ellie wants to seek out Abby, thinking this will fix her regret and guilt. Dina tries to reason with Ellie, as she is at her breaking point, and gives Ellie an ultimatum, but Ellie has already made up her mind, and leaves. Now in Santa Barbara, Abby and Lev follow a lead on potential fireflies. This takes them to an abandoned house that used to be a firefly outpost. Inside, she actually makes contact with surviving fireflies, and they agree to meet up at Catalina Island. As they leave the house, Abby and Lev are attacked and captured by a roaming gang called the Rattlers. We then pick up with Ellie as she arrives in Santa Barbara herself. As she looks for Abby, she is caught in a rattler trap of her own and badly injured.
Get up. Come on. Get up. We don't need
No,
this.
man, she's fucked up anyway, man. Come on. Please. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's funny.
Serious?
Come on. Laugh.
Taking advantage of her immunity, Ellie escapes from captivity and learns Abby's location from a wounded rattler. In pursuit of Abby, Ellie fights her way through rattler territory. After several intense encounters, she reaches the basement of one building, where they hold prisoners. Abby is not among them, but Ellie inadvertently helps them escape. Ellie learns that Abby is down by the beach, so she heads there. When she arrives, she finds numerous bodies tied up and left to starve to death. Among them is Abby. Ellie cuts her down, as Abby then grabs Lev and walks towards a boat. Ellie follows, as her injury is taking a toll on her, but she is not letting Abby go without a fight.
I can't let you leave. I'm not doing this.
No.
I'm not gonna fight you.
Abby refuses to fight back, but a threat on Lev forces her hand. Thinner, smaller, and weaker, Abby fights a badly injured Ellie in an epic clash. Abby does her best Caesar impression, but Ellie forces her underwater. As Abby clings to life, a vision of Joel makes Ellie release her and let her go, finally realizing that this isn't going to change anything and isn't the life Joel would want for her.
Go. Just take him.
Abby and Lev ride off into the distance, while Ellie is left alone on the shore. A little while later, Ellie returns to the farmhouse, but the house is empty and Dina is gone. Inside, Ellie tries to play the guitar, but without her fingers, it will never be the same. Playing Joel's song joins the growing list of things that Ellie has lost in her pursuit of vengeance. The game then flashes back to the last time Ellie spoke to Joel, shortly after the confrontation at the bar.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I'd like that.
Ellie and Joel make amends and agree to work on their relationship, as we cut back to the present-day Ellie. At the very least, Joel didn't die with Ellie hating him, but unfortunately, it was too little too late, as Ellie walks away from the farmhouse with the future unknown, and the game ends. And with that, the emotional roller coaster ride is over, and the Platinum Trophy is yours. The story is beautifully written, with diverse, deep, and complex characters that keep the player emotionally engaged and completely immersed in the story. Led by returning stars Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, Laura Bailey joins the phenomenal voice acting team that shines with award-worthy performances. Every single character has memorable moments that connect with the player and make you feel exactly what they are feeling. Naughty Dog created a wonderful and highly detailed world that is never quite what it seems. In a post-apocalyptic world, things are dark, dirty, and gruesome, but at the same time, there are moments of light, rays of hope, and things to fight for. The narrative and accompanying themes are intricate, with layer upon layer of complicated and difficult decisions. Nothing is black or white, and everyone has both a dark and light side. The events and characters can be interpreted in a vast array of ways, unique to each player's personal experience with the game. And with that said, here is my take on The Last of Us, Part 2. While he may have a dark past, Joel is no longer that guy. He helps others, even those he doesn't know, like Abby, who he saves from infection at the risk of his own life. Unfortunately, his relationship with Ellie is damaged beyond repair, as Joel is stuck dealing with the ramifications of his decision to save her, but he bears that burden entirely himself, and if given the choice, would make it all over again. Although the Fireflies are just as much to blame, he allows Ellie to hate him and treat him like crap. Prior to Ellie cutting him off, he really took the fatherly role to heart and tried to bridge the gap that St. Mary's wedged between them. He teaches Ellie to play the guitar, teaches her to swim, takes her to the museum, reads the comics she likes, bonds with her over movies, protects her, and above all else, cares for her. But Joel really should have explained his actions at St. Mary's and told Ellie how things really were, and she would have understood more. She is mad he made the choice for her, but so did the Fireflies. He has to save her because they didn't give him a choice. Had the Fireflies not put her under immediately, they could have all sat down together, talked through the options, the research, and why this is the only option, and Ellie could have chosen for herself, which Joel probably would have reluctantly accepted, but the Fireflies forced his hand. Joel's death was a brutal end that I don't think he necessarily would have been shocked happened based on his past actions, but that is just the world he lives in. Having survived all these years, doing whatever is necessary, it is ironic that his selfless act is the one that comes back to bite him. Tommy is a badass angry little brother on a rampage, taking out anyone who stands between him and Abby. Honestly, if Ellie had just let him go alone, he would have been just fine, and killed Abby no problem, with none of the consequences of Ellie's actions. It makes you wonder how different things would have been if Ellie went with Jesse instead. She wouldn't have killed Mel, she wouldn't have dropped the map, Jesse wouldn't have died, and Tommy wouldn't be messed up. But Ellie chose revenge, and has to live with the blood on her hands. By the end of the game, Tommy is a casualty of Ellie's obsession. He is permanently injured, bitter, and no longer the man he once was. Despite her flirty and outwardly positive persona, Dina has a dark past, just like anyone else who has survived to this point. Dina is loyal to Ellie no matter what Ellie does or says, but eventually, she reaches her limit. Dina wants a calm and peaceful life at the ranch, and represents the opportunity for Ellie to move forward and leave the past behind. But Ellie can't do that, and Dina is another casualty of her selfish choices. They could have been a happy family, but Ellie turned her back on them. Fortunately, Dina's baby appears to be happy and healthy, which is a miracle, considering she drank, smoked, and fell through a glass ceiling onto the ground, all while pregnant, but she didn't know she was at the time. At least she is not as stupid as Mel, who goes into an active war zone while looking like she's ready to burst. Jesse is just a good guy to a fault. His friends' problems are his problems couldn't be more true, as Ellie directly causes his death by leading Abby right to the theater. Nothing phases him throughout the game. Not Dina kissing Ellie, not Dina's pregnancy, not Ellie's stupid decision to take the boat instead of sticking together, and yet, he always has everyone else's back and deserved much better than he got. In The Last of Us Part 1, Ellie is a great character. She is strong, funny, loyal, and determined, but this time, Ellie sucks, making wrong decision after wrong decision. Ellie is driven by her desire for revenge at the cost of anything and anyone else. The worst part is that her motivation isn't for Joel, it's for herself. She so desperately wants to kill Abby because she thinks it will erase her guilt and fix things that happened earlier, but it won't. Joel's blood is partly on her hands. As she tries to wash it off, all she does is get more friends killed or injured. Her views on things are delusional, especially for someone with so much experience in the dark and cruel nature of this post-apocalyptic world. She is angry at Joel because she had questions for the Fireflies, but fails to realize that the Fireflies were never going to let her ask them. She was put straight into surgery without ever being given the chance to think for herself, but to her, it's all Joel's fault. When she finds the old recording in St. Mary's Hospital, this triggers her, but it doesn't provide all the details of that day. The ironic part is the message that motivates her to confront Joel is spoken by the very person who ends up killing him. After her immunity can't be made into a vaccine, Ellie stops taking care of herself, feeling she no longer has a purpose and can't find anything to fight for. She is on autopilot, like Adam Sandler in Click. She oversleeps, treats people like crap, doesn't change her dirty clothes, and blows off her patrols. The worst part is, she never learns from her mistakes. In the Left Behind DLC, Ellie doesn't allow herself to express her feelings. She pushes things down, so when she finally sets them free, it is an inopportune moment, and she lets her guard down. Her and Riley get bitten, and Riley provides a great final message prior to death. But Ellie forgets these words, as she not only wasted what little time she had left with Joel, but took him and everyone else close to her for granted. She has so many people that care for her, but pushes them away, and makes the same mistakes as before. She is like Dina for a while, but never allowed those feelings to be expressed, so she pushed them away, until finally being honest, but again, this wasn't a good time. Had she not skipped patrol, she might have been out there and seen Joel and Tommy, or made it to the mansion in time. And yet again, she waits too long to let Joel know how she feels. By the time she finally makes amends with him, it is too late, as they don't get any more time together. While Joel really should have explained things better, such as the true nature of the Fireflies, Ellie had several opportunities to get more details for herself. She doesn't ask Joel why he did what he did. She doesn't talk to Maria about it, who would be a good independent opinion. She doesn't ask Tommy about the Fireflies, as he used to be a member. Instead, she just takes everything out on Joel because he didn't let the selfish Fireflies sacrifice her. When she sees the Firefly logo at the museum, she didn't connect the dots in the other messages on the wall that hint the group is not the wholesome savior of mankind they build themselves up to be. I completely understood Ellie's anger and desire to kill Abby, as she was forced to watch the slow and brutal death. But where she loses me is the second time she goes after Abby. Abby let Ellie live, not once, but twice, and yet she still cannot let it go. Her nightmares and insomnia will not be cured by revenge, only when she finds something else to live for. Through her quest to kill Abby, Ellie loses almost everyone and everything important to her. She tortures for the first time, kills a pregnant woman, Jesse dies, Tommy is permanently damaged, and his relationship is in tatters. But that isn't enough loss for her. Her second escapade cost her relationship with Dina, her ability to play the guitar, and any hope for a normal life. By the time she learns the error of her ways, she has nothing left and is all alone. However, had she not gone after her the second time, Abby and Lev would be dead, so it will be interesting to see how things unfold in the sequel. But as it is, Ellie was a pretty unlikable character this time. Abby has a parallel storyline to Ellie that is almost like looking in a mirror at times. They are both driven by the same desire and both sacrifice happiness with others for selfish revenge. As terrible as Abby is, and as much as you hate her for killing Joel, you almost start to like her more and root for her over Ellie. Almost, because Abby sucks too. At least by the end, Abby finds something to fight for, as she selflessly cares for Lev. She takes on the same role that Joel did with Ellie, and strangely, would now understand why he did what he did more than Ellie does. She was originally a Firefly, and believed in their vision, but when they were defeated, she had to find a new place in the world, and settled on the Wolves. After no longer agreeing with their ways, she found something new to fight for, something Ellie couldn't do when her life was turned upside down. Her and Ellie's lives are comparable, but Abby is ahead of Ellie on the path of realization. During the final fight scene, the docked boats symbolize their differences. Abby's boat is facing away, representing her desire to head towards freedom, while Ellie's is facing inland, representing her chasing ghosts. Younger Abby is smaller and less muscular, as her physique is the physical embodiment of her obsession to kill Joel. The more and more she allows this desire to drive her life, the more she sacrifices to gain strength. She will not skip a single training session, as she fears that little amount of lost time will hinder her effort for vengeance, even if this comes at the cost of her relationship with Owen. Deep down though, she wants someone to love her, not realizing she already has that with Owen, but pushed it away. At the very end, it is unclear if the radio call was actually the Fireflies or a Rattler trap. But the post-completion title screen hints that the Fireflies may not be dead, and will be a highly anticipated resolution in the sequel. Owen is similar to Jesse, in that he is a loyal friend to a fault. He loves Abby, no matter what happens, but he can no longer be with her. In the end, he refuses to give up Abby, and becomes a casualty of her obsession. For years, he tried to get her to see a different path together that was a normal life, but she just couldn't let things go. He never made her feel bad, never gaslight her, and never gave up. He just buried the sadness and waited while he hoped for her to come around. Although they broke up and he was with Mel, he never really stopped caring for Abby. Owen has a hard time with the harshness and cruelty of the world, and simply wants to live a normal life. The never-ending war between the Seraphites and wolves perfectly embodies the chaos and struggle for existence in this cruel and oppressive world. The island scene was an epic and intense war zone that shows the worst part of humanity and the devastation they create. Everything crumbles and burns as blood spills throughout the island. The world is dangerous enough as it is, with peace hard to come by, but this war is a self-inflicted waste of life. Nobody wins, everyone suffers. The physical and emotional toll the world inflicts is visible throughout, with lasting damage, wounds, and scars on everyone. While the infected are crazed creatures acting on instinct, even the worst enemy factions are still human beings, with family and friends. When enemies are defeated, their comrades will call out their name in anguish, letting you know that you are killing real people and not faceless monsters. While the PlayStation 5 version enhanced the visuals, the original is one of the best looking PlayStation 4 games that I have ever played, with incredible graphics. Particularly, the facial animations and environments were stunning, especially the rain-soaked woods and rough seas. The finer features of facial hair, freckles, and reflections were highly impressive. There were small details throughout that showed the high level of care that went into the development of the game. Things such as Abby having a scar on her neck after hanging, and Ellie reacting the same way to kissing Dina as she did to kissing Riley, provides a nice touch of continuity. As another nod to the fans, Naughty Dog hid Easter eggs throughout the game, including PlayStation 3 consoles and references to their other titles. The gameplay was diverse and expanded upon the first game, with a unique set of skills and variety of weapons for both Abby and Ellie, making them similar in basic mechanics, but diverse in specific techniques and strategies. The enemies adapted to different circumstances to take advantage of your weaknesses or vulnerabilities. They were highly intelligent and challenging to overcome, with each faction attacking in a manner best suited for their individual strengths. The Wolves were a heavily armed, militaristic force with extreme firepower and heavy weapons. The Seraphites were a cult that rejected the old world and utilized bows as their primary weapon. There was nothing worse than hearing the PTSD-inducing whistle of a Seraphite. The infected were as gruesome and aggressive as ever, with new and extremely dangerous mutations, including the largest seen to date. Each encounter was a unique experience that required the right approach. Whether it was a stealthy strike, hand-to-hand combat, blasting point blank with a shotgun, silently firing a bow, or going prone in the tall grass, there was always a solution to discover. Overall, this is one of the best video games I have ever played on every level. The gameplay is fun, responsive, and diverse. The graphics are absolutely beautiful, the voice acting is next level, and the narrative is a complex, dark, and moving experience from start to finish. The use of overlapping storylines from different perspectives and flashbacks was an excellent storytelling technique that added to the immersion. You're going to feel a lot playing through this game, and end emotionally spent and reflecting on the important things in your own life. I could really talk about the intricacies and themes of this game for hours, and each time I play, I discover something I didn't notice before, or see a particular scene from a different angle. I recommend this game for anyone that is a fan of the original, is a fan of post-apocalyptic, zombie-like narratives, or anyone that wants to take a ride through the highs and lows of this Naughty Dog masterpiece. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Platinum Review number 19.
Come on. This way.
Right behind you.